Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Uh, Today we're going to make a recipe that was created back in the 1950s or so. It's chicken divan. We're going to make this a simple way. I'm not going to do it the long way, but it's pretty tasty. The guy that invented it was a chef in the Divan restaurant in the Chatham Hotel in New York, and he was a chef named Lagasi, not like Emeril Lagasse, but Lagasi nonetheless. And it was a contest to make a signature dish for this Parisian restaurant. So he won. I think he got some couple bucks for it, whatever. But this dish has been all over the place. People try to make it because back then it was just for the restaurant, only place you could get it. And anyhow, so we're going to make that today, and hopefully everybody likes it. Give it a try because it's pretty easy. Well, that's plenty of easy, but there's more easy ways than this. I got to tell you that. Okay, first thing I want to show you my oven. I got it set for 350. Wanted to remember to tell you these are the egg noodles that we use. We use the whole pack. Here we have the 9x13 pan we're going to use. And this is the spray. I'm going to spray the pan here when we get ready to use it. Here's some broccoli that I blanched off. I use frozen and fresh. This is the chicken. I poached it. I was going to cook it in the frying pan, but I'm trying to give you guys a quick, easy thing to do. There is more, and I'll tell you that as we go along. But this here is some parsley I cut up. Different kind of cheeses here. I got cheddar and jack. And there's a 4 Mexican cheese behind there if I need it. This is where the easy part even comes in. I got cream of chicken and cream of mushroom. These are my spices, thyme and some rosemary. I got some Worcestershire sauce here. These are my homemade recipe breadcrumb things. I got put a half a can of panko breadcrumbs, a quarter of a can of French fried onions, and I put a whole sleeve of Ritz crackers because I like them the best. And that's my crumb topping recipe. I make it all the time because it tastes really good, especially with the onion. This here is my noodles. They're already done. I cooked them, and I ran cold water on them to slow them down. I don't want them to get too soft. So without further ado, we're on the way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is bring my pan over here by the sink and spray it with the pan butter spray here. I could just have oiled it down with the extra virgin olive oil, whatever. But this is going to go together pretty quick because I got a good portion of it done. I'm going to rinse my noodles one more time to get them all loosened up. Now, I'm going to tell you this part here too. If you wanted to, you could actually take your noodles and serve them on the side, okay? What I mean on the side, you don't have to put them in the casserole itself. I asked my little queen, and she voted to have it in the dish, so we're going to put it in here. This is just 12 ounces of egg noodles. I kind of like these. I use them a lot. Okay, that being that. Now you can, there's no sequence here, but you can put either your chicken or your broccoli next. I choose to do the broccoli. And just, throw your little florets in here, just scatter them about, trying to get an equal coverage. I probably could have cut some of them smaller, but I was trying to do a quickie. But anyway, this recipe was basically served that restaurant was kind of high class, so, it wasn't when it first came out, and not a lot of people did it because they couldn't afford to eat the dang thing. Only people that had some moolah. So, but anyway. And since time has elapsed, this recipe has gone crazy. I actually seen a guy cook it in a pan, make it like a one-pan dinner where he fried up the chicken. I mean, I could have done that too. I was going to do it, but I'm trying to keep it simple so that it's easy for you guys. I mean, because sometimes I just get carried away when I'm doing this, and I cook I cook good stuff. It's just that some of it takes a while, and I know you guys ain't got much time sometimes, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Okay, so the next thing, we're going to put some, just scatter the chicken. Now the chicken, you can chunk it up like this. You can shred it if you like. You can put it in strips. A couple of things I've seen where people put it, they actually leave it like they'll pound it out. They'll like fillet it and put whole pieces in there. The original guy that did it, when I was reading it, he had it in big chunks, big pieces of breast. But anyway, it was cream sauce that he used. He used a Mornay sauce, which is a bechamel sauce, a white sauce with cheese in it. Makes it a cheesy sauce. And I've seen a couple recipes where you can use hollandaise sauce, but that takes a while to make. You gotta be whisking your butt off. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys over here a little bit. Okay. Now I was gonna do this another way. I was gonna add mayonnaise and sour cream to it, but again, that you could do that instead of doing the heavy cream. You could just take a cup of mayonnaise and a cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt and put that in there and mix it up. But I'm putting in here is a can of mushroom soup, cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. And then we're going to top it off with about another half a can or so of the heavy cream. And that's going to make this a little more richer than it would have been. But you can use milk if you have it. Or if you don't have heavy cream, you can use half and half. You can use milk. You can use chicken broth, Anything you have. You can use water too. People use all kinds of stuff. Okay, so now we're going to mix this up pretty good. And basically what you're trying to do here, you're trying to get that creamy consistency of the sauce, see? And this here, we're going to mix this and mix this and mix this until it's all incorporated. Should have got the whisk, huh? Should have made my own sauce. Uh-huh. No, but anyway, what I was getting to before, people are seeing a lady, she used canned everything, canned chicken, and she used, instead of the broccoli, she used cream of broccoli soup you can use. She did everything out of the can. And the only thing she didn't do out of the can, I take that back, was she put it over rice. But like I said, there's so many twists on this. People have gone crazy trying to make this recipe work for them. And there's plenty of ways you can do it, I'm sure. But this way here, I think, is easy for everybody. A couple things out of the can. But I like the chicken. The reason I said turkey like that, because this also, you can do a turkey dish like this. Okay? Now we're going to put a couple splashes of the old W sauce, the Worcestershire sauce. That gives that a nice flavor. Don't go too crazy with it. Put maybe a tablespoon or so. Again, mix it as well as you can. And I think the reason I put the chicken on top, in my mind, because I'm getting ready to put some thyme and some rosemary in my stuff here. I'm about out of out of time. I'm out of time. Oh my God. All right, yeah, we're out of time. I have to get some more of that. Mix that in. There you go. That's my oven. I was trying to beat the beeper, but rosemary, and I beat it up with a knife, the backside of a knife, trying to make these chunks a little not so chunky. Too much came out of my hand there. All right. I mean, this is how simple my quickie recipe is. All right, now let me put a little cheese in here. I'm putting a small shred in the actual mix here. And then, that's about half a cup. I'm going to mix this around. And then we're going to put this on top of the chicken. But that's why I put the chicken in on top, is because the way I'm mixing the liquid here with the Worcestershire sauce and then the thyme and rosemary, because that goes good with the chicken. And don't worry, this will all seep down to the bottom anyway. Okay. Let's move you guys back over. There's just no nice way of doing this. Just pour it in there. We're going to try to spread it all over. Get an even coat if you can. I'm hoping that we can do that without the chicken sliding all over the place. But this is another nice chicken recipe you guys can add to your repertoire. Somebody asked me that one time, don't ever get sick of chicken. I don't eat just chicken, but I know we eat a lot of it, but we don't just eat chicken. Okay, so now, as you can see what we've got here, what we have here is a failure to communicate. That was in a movie, remember? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Okay. So, got all this done, huh? Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Look at that. All right, now, one other thing I'm going to do with this, well, not yet. It just hit me, but I'm going to make it a little more colorful, I think. See, I'm just trying to get all my stuff covered with the juice. And you're going to have a nice mushroomy taste, chicken taste. You're going to have it all broccoli. It's going to be nice. Okay. So enough with that. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to sprinkle a little bit more cheese on the top here. This is the part that Penny likes, you know. Cheese queen. You can use really any type of cheese you want. Cheddar cheese. I don't know about mozzarella. I think that'd get too gooey, but I guess you can do it. Cheese is cheese. It depends on what you like. I mean, everybody likes a little different stuff, so. Then again, you can put your good old American cheese on top of there. I think I'd like that, huh? Okay, now that's that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put some breadcrumbs on there, and then I'm just going to take some handfuls here, but it's probably going to be like a half a cup total of these here mixed up cracker crumbs I got here. And you can do whatever you like with the topping. You don't have to do this. I just like it because it has I get a nice little onion flavor from the onion crisps, and everybody likes Ritz crackers. I mean, if you don't like Ritz crackers, you're not from this planet. So anyhow, that'd be that. Okay. Then, for a little bit of color, we're going to put some couple little parsley things here. And then, animals are crazy. And earlier, Penny closed her office door, and I thought that cat was driving me crazy. And all the cat wanted was to be next to mama. Crazy ass thing. All right, so that's that. Then we're going to take a little bit of what I was going to say for the color that I didn't do. Not that one. Oh, not the red, not the cayenne. We're using a little bit of paprika here, just a little. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to do, I got to go melt some butter. I almost forgot about that part. So we're just going to sprinkle a little paprika on the top just for a little color. You'll see that later on. See, just a little. And let me go melt my butter. We'll be back. Okay, I got some melted butter. I love the microwave, huh? That's my sous chef. His name's Mike. I get some. I say, Mike, hook me up. We're just pouring this right over the top. Try to help them crumbs toast up a little bit. That's that. That was about 2 tablespoons of butter that I did there. All right. So now I'm going to put this in the oven at 350. We're going to cook it until it gets nice and bubbly. Should take, I would think, maybe about 20-25 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, my friends, there you have it, fresh out of the oven. I left it in there for 22 minutes trying to get it more brown. But I don't want to leave it in too long because then I don't want it to burn, see? All right, but that's it. We'll see you at the taste test table when I dish this up. In a few minutes. Hey guys, this is it. We're coming to the table. Oh, all right, this is Mr. Dan at the taste test table again. I got my buddy Elmo here. He's loving this dish. You just had parsley, dude. That's what's on your fork. Okay. So, piece of chicken. Nice and tender. Wow. Tender chicken. The sauce is great. Out of this world. I mean, not simple ingredients there. And a cream of mushroom, lemon chicken, some heavy cream. You guys can use milk, half and half, whatever you got. Wow. Oh. Like I said, you guys can do it. You know, you can buy canned chicken. Well, you can't get the canned broccoli, I don't think, but cream of broccoli soup, like that one lady used I seen. Oh, this is so good. And the reason it's only in the oven enough to brown the topping and that is because everything's basically already cooked in there. But the taste of this is I'm trying to say what that one taste is. I think it's that little dash of Worcestershire sauce. It's like I want to call it like a woodsy flavor, but it's delicious. Anyhow, let's get to the good stuff. When you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash your hands. Everybody say, let's wash our hands, huh? When you're out and about, make sure you got some of that sanitizing spray or the gel. Spray that on, goop it out, whatever. Wash up before you leave, and then when you get home, wash them up again when you come in the house. Don't talk with your mouth full unless it's a nice dish like this. Give me a like, share with your friends, your enemies, I don't care. The more the merrier. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, don't worry about hitting it again. When you do, the little subscribe bell will pop up, notification bell, and that'll let you know when I have a new video up. Speaking of that, when you're over there, drop down. In the box below, you'll find a description for this here recipe. And you'll also find things from my daughter's website. And this is some of the stuff she does here. You really can't see it that good. But these are little pins that she created. Okay? This one says, big butt is a bigger heart, and it looks like a big heart. This one says, Chinese food kind of thing. Just little things like this. And this one's a big bumblebee with some flowers, and it says, be kind. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff she does. Plus she draws, she does, she could draw quick pictures. She can actually do a portrait from a picture. She can draw. Just have to get a hold of her and find out what it is that she can do for you. And at any rate, there's one more bite. That's a nice crunch. That's rocking. Anyway, stay hungry, my friends, and when you are, come back, and we'll give you another recipe just like this. And for right now, this is Mr. Dan stuffing his face saying, we'll see you next time. That's delicious.